I'm a little bit confused because I'm either, sitting here thinking I've lost my mind. Rob, can you pull this story up? I just found this right now. Because this is from 4 months ago, okay? And this is, Rob, if you can just text it to you. What are you doing, Rob? Is it the same story you just typed in? Okay. So M.I.A calls out Jay-Z Rock Nation for ousting her during custody battle, right? If you go up a little bit on Twitter, and February 8th, she served. The day I was served for my child, Rock Nation stopped all communication with me and all my emails to Jay-Z asking for help. Was wiped from my inbox. My was broken into every laptop was taken. I was trapped in Brooklyn in order to leave in Brooklyn. And then this is your tweet, by the way. Go a little lower. Because if I sit here and then go a little lower, Rob. So this is my first custody battle was 2013. My child was 4. I was managed by Jay-Z, who ultimately was paid by Bronfman's. Harold James vaccinated my child without my permission. They manipulated my child into lying to a 12-year-old, pretending to be his mom. Of course, I mean, a child psychologically damaged a child.
I don't want to gossip,
You know why I'm showing this? Because you said, no.
I don't want to gossip and feed into the gossip, which, a lot of these sites did.
No,
just
there's
blow
a difference on gossip.
But you're right. The important thing.
Because I look like a fool when I'm sitting here. You're like, it's internet saying. It's not a.
No. The important thing is, yes, Jay-Z was the Def Jam CEO, which was Edgar's situation from Warner, Atlantic, Def Jam. And it's big, to me, it's, and I think this is also, if you ask Jay-Z this question, maybe this is also what he would say, is that in America, if you have 40 million black people and you have this artist that's coming up to occupy the position of, their ambition is financial. Like, if you wanted to be the black Bill Gates, as Beyonce says, no one can get in the way of that. And even people from smaller communities and smaller plights, like to them, where is Sri Lanka? Who are the Tamils? Who cares? I think to them, being part of and building this narrative of the American, the wealthy black community is more important. And whoever has to be thrown under the bus for that was what was going to happen. And I think Ben Brofman is also the first black Brofman, and that's a really important point to understand. So,
what do you mean by that?
Because his mom is black, and so I think that was a movement that was happening. And yes, I had the template that was radical and is the edge that hip hop needed, But I was also inspired by hip hop and brought it back to America in a different form and shape on a very real situation, because there was actually a revolution happening in my country at the time, And by then, hip hop had already moved into finance, where they were talking about bling. And I brought back the old school version of hip hop, where you're, in the category of what artists like Nas and, people that were more political and conscious, what they were representing. So it reignited something else. But then it got repackaged by hip hop, and I think it did influence a lot of Kanye's taste or Rihanna's taste and Beyonce's taste. And what happened with those 4 artists, like Jay-Z, Kanye, Beyonce, and Rihanna, my stuff did affect that, and that then made them into billionaires, which was the goal, that was their goal. And I think you came and catalyzed that. And yes, it happened in a very nasty way, where the thing that was thrown under the bus was me my personal life, my child, my relationship. It so happened to be that I was, personally involved with the record label that owned these 4 artists, which is crazy, but that is facts. But at the same time, I don't know what to say. It's like he went on to win a Grammy, I didn't. It was justified because it was helping the Black cause. And to some extent, there is validity in that. If you have to throw yourself under the bus for this moment in history, I almost think, I was like the sacrificial lamb. And it's like that in music, it was maybe meant to happen. I don't know.
In these uncertain times, if there's anything we need people to believe the future looks bright. So if you've heard about me saying this mission to you, we're on a mission to get 1 million people to wear this gear. And this is what we're doing. If you buy one of these hats, there's a category of buying one hat, getting the second one free. If you haven't yet worn this gear publicly, go ahead and test it out. Buy some of the gear, wear it in public, and see how many people will stop by and say, you also watch Valuetainment? You also follow PBD Podcast? I do too. Place your order. Go to vtmerch.com, click on the link above or below, place your order, and represent the VT and the PBD Podcast gear.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.